Your current trip to Russia is the first as President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, and it has great symbolic significance. Iran is now a full-fledged member of BRICS, and, as you are aware, we strongly supported your bid. Earlier, we had just as strongly promoted your accession to the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So, we now have additional opportunities to cooperate in the international arena. Recently, in Ashgabat, we had a very informative and, I think, useful meeting, where we discussed the main aspects of bilateral cooperation and the most important regional issues. The most important thing is that we confirmed our common course of strengthening our relations worldwide. They are on the rise and are truly friendly and constructive. Soon, we will be able to consolidate the results achieved with a new major intergovernmental agreement on a comprehensive strategic partnership between Russia and Iran. We are grateful that you have accepted the invitation to pay a separate visit to our country to sign this and other important documents in a solemn atmosphere. As I said in Ashgabat, one of the urgent tasks in our relations is to consolidate the emerging positive dynamics of trade and economic cooperation. Among the priorities are the implementation of such major joint initiatives as the development of Iran's railway infrastructure as part of the promotion of the large-scale North-South International Transport Corridor project, the construction of the second and third power units of the Bushehr NPP, and of course, the expansion of economic relations will be facilitated by the free trade agreement to be signed between Iran and the Eurasian Economic Union at sea. The visa-free regime for organized tourist groups, in force since last August, has stimulated the growth of mutual tourist exchanges. For 2023, the growth is 52%. Let us continue today to discuss the most pressing international issues, including the dramatic developments in the Middle East and the situation in Syria and the Transcaucasus, South Caucasus. In general, I would like to stress that Russia's and Iran's approaches to the global agenda are close or fully convergent. We are united by our desire to establish a fair multipolar world order, to respect international norms, and to preserve the central role of the United Nations. I take this opportunity to convey my greetings and best wishes to the Supreme Leader of Iran, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei. We greatly appreciate his attentive and constructive approach to the development of Russian-Iranian relations.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me to Kazan. I am very pleased to have the opportunity to meet with you. Yes, as you said, we had a very good meeting in Ashgabat, and certain agreements were reached. I have taken personal control over the implementation of certain agreements, and I have just spoken with my colleagues, with ministers, so that at this meeting I can also complete everything that was left over from the last Iranian government. If necessary, I will deal with this matter again personally, so that all agreements and documents can be signed as soon as possible. Our relations are strategic. It is in the interests of our states to move forward together. Our dear neighbor Russia is a great country. We must continue our constructive cooperation within the BRICS framework. With your support, we have joined the Eurasian Economic Community in the form of a free trade zone, the SCO and the BRICS, for which we are grateful to you, Mr. President, and we will certainly continue along this path in the most active way. I think there were very useful points discussed today. Everything was constructive, and our course is also aimed at comprehensive cooperation with the BRICS member countries. We will be able to neutralize all U.S. sanctions that will be imposed on us, on you and on us, and we will be able to regulate all the processes that they are trying to destroy. Our relations in various fields, economic, political, cultural, are developing very well. I am confident that we will soon be able to sign an agreement. At the first opportunity, we will finalize this issue. We will agree on this moment. I think that the date for signing this agreement will be set soon.
project, the construction of the first NPP in Akuyu. The work is being done on all the 4 power units around the clock, and we believe that already next year the power station will start to provide energy for the Turkish energy system. Do the Turkish energy grid, as was the task set by you, Mr. President. And tourist cooperation is traditionally important area of our collaboration. Last year, record high 6.3 million Russian nationals visited Turkey, which is 20.7% higher than the year before it. And in January, August of this year, more than 4.5 million people visited Turkey. And again, we have the growth here, and Russia is number one. Turkey is number one. Turkey, the tourist destination for Russia. And we also helped with wildfires. Our aviation participated in this effort. And of course, we are going to discuss the international agenda, considering the BRICS Head of State Summit and other states that are part of the Outreach BRICS Plus format. Your participation in this event is going to reflect the substantive role that Turkey is playing in resolving relevant issues of modern world. The most acute topic is the tragic developments in the Middle East. The principal position of Russia and Turkey are very close in these regards, and the diplomatic settlement of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict could be achieved only by establishment of the Palestinian state based on the two-state solution. And we are going to speak about the Syrian peace process, normalization of the situation in South Caucasus, and of course, I'm ready to brief you on the situation in and around the Ukrainian crisis. Mr. President, we are very glad to see you. Welcome. Mr. President, my dear friend, I thank you for the invitation to participate in the extended BRICS summit. It is to me a great pleasure to meet you again after our meeting in Astana. And especially I would like to express our gratitude for your condolences. We have 4 casualties, 4 martyrs, 4 people were wounded. It's an act of cowardice. This terrorist attack was an act of cowardice, and I wish Allah received the souls of our martyrs. Your foreign minister last Friday, visited Istanbul to participate in the 3+3 format meeting, and now we wish to see you in our country shortly. Mr. President, we continue to make every effort to resolve the issues with the banking transactions between our countries. We continue to make efforts with our finance ministry in our central bank, and our trade ministers already started to work on this matter as well.